Hello, welcome back again. So today in this lesson we're going to look at funk, and you might have noticed that I was using a wah-wah pedal then, and what that is a pedal on the floor and you rock it backwards and forwards and it creates this sound that goes wah 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 wah. Now you don't need a wah-wah pedal to play funky stuff, you can do it with just a normal clean sound. Okay, I think you get the idea, and generally speaking the idea with it's all about the rhythm, and usually it's quite cheeky sounding. The notes are quite short and sharp, and the specific technique that I'm going to teach you today on the guitar is how to play dead notes or muted notes. And what it is, let me just explain this a little bit better. When we're playing funk, often the riffs are quite simple, but it's not just the notes that we play, it's also the in-between notes that make up the rhythm. So for example, a riff might go like this. Now if you listen carefully you'll notice that I'm playing the notes that sounds like this, and then I'm going, and then I'm playing another note, and then playing another note. So when you join it together it sounds like this. Okay, so it's those little clicks in between that are so important to the rhythm of funk, but a lot of people don't realise that they're in there. They're called passing notes or dead notes or you know, or clicks, or you can call them whatever you want really, but the point is, here's the point, if you just played the proper notes on their own it wouldn't have the same effect, because if I played it like this, that's without the clicks. Now if I put the clicks in, okay, I think you understand what I'm talking about. So let me explain how to do these clicks. The first note I'm going to ask you to play, I'm just going to give you a little example, a little exercise to work on so you can practice this. So the 4th string at fret 7. Now the first thing to realise is that when you hold down a note on the guitar, the note sustains for as long as you hold the note down, but as soon as you lift the pressure from the string, the note stops. And you can see the moment that I lifted my finger up, I'll do it again. Okay, now I'm not taking my finger totally away from the guitar, all I'm doing is lifting the pressure, so the finger is still touching the string, but it's not holding the note down. And the result, you know, it stops the note, it mutes it. So what you can practice doing is doing long notes, where you're just holding your finger down. Then you can do notes where you stop it each time, like this. And then if you want to practice further, you can practice doing really short, sharp notes by just holding the string down for a millisecond. And you can see I'm pressing the string down at the exact same second that I pluck the string, and then I immediately release the pressure. And I'm only holding it down for a split second long enough to get a short note, like that, okay? So I think you understand what I'm talking about now. So the next thing I want to explain is how to do these dead notes, these clicks, these muted notes, okay? And it's quite simple really. All I'm doing is touching the string and plucking the string, and then we get that muted dead sound. So what I suggest you do to begin practicing this is to play one note normally, and then lift the pressure so you're just touching the string, not holding it down, and give it a pluck. And you can do it alternately like this. Okay, now you can build it up. Perhaps try playing the note and then 2 clicks. And if you want to take it one step further, what I suggest you do is use the plectrum to pluck down on the note, and then down, and then up on the second click. So if you watch my right hand carefully, you'll see me plucking down, and then down up. Okay? So what that means is, when we speed it up, it'll sound like this. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So now you should totally understand what I'm on about when I talk about dead notes. Now let me give you an example of, you know, me doing a bit of improvising, and you can watch my right hand and you can watch my fingers and you can see where I'm playing proper notes or dead notes. So have a listen. Okay, I hope that was a good enough example. Now, of course, at this stage, you already know a few scales. You know the blues scale, you know the minor scale. So what you can do, if you want to take this upon yourself, to go away and practice improvising and using those scales and combining it with the technique I just showed you, that little funk rhythm, and to create a funky little improvisation like I just showed you. Now, also, I want you to remember that the next lesson, the last lesson in this e-course, I'm going to really teach you how to improvise, okay? And I'll explain exactly what that means, you know, how to make up solos as you go along. So you've got that to come as yet. But, you know, if you want to jump ahead of yourself and go and start creating stuff, then brilliant, that's absolutely fine. So let me finish up here by giving you a specific rhythm to practice. So you're going to pluck the 4th string at fret 7 once, and then you're going to play the muted note down, up, like that. That should be simple enough for you. And then you're going to play fret 5 normally, and then back to fret 7 normal. Okay, so when we join that together, we've got... Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let me play it at full speed so you can really get a feel for the full funky energy. Okay, I think you get the idea. So I want you to practice that rhythm that I just showed you. Practice the clicks, practice the mutes, and do everything I told you in this lesson. You know, do the long notes, the medium notes, the short notes, and really get used to, you know, holding and releasing the pressure from the notes. If you need to, watch this video several times, you know, so it makes perfect sense in your mind. Okay, now you're building up a whole skill set here. We've done so much stuff so far in this free course. It really is quite exciting. And remember, like I said, there's one more lesson to come as yet. It's the final lesson. I'm going to teach you how to improvise. So that really is a big part. That's an important lesson. So make sure you're there to watch that one. So, as usual, go and get on with it. And as usual, I tell you this every time, be patient with yourself. There's no rush. It took me a long time to get this stuff sounding smooth, you know, so it'll probably be the same for you. So go and enjoy yourself. And I'll see you soon in the next and final lesson in this e-course. And in the meantime, if you're finding this really easy, go and check out the website. There's loads of funky songs that you can learn on there. There's full-length video guitar lessons. Okay, so thanks for joining me. I'll see you in a few days. Bye-bye.